Byron, thank you. Governor Kathy Hochul announcing a $40 million plan here to protect businesses from widespread retail thefts that have been on the rise since the pandemic.
The two leaders and I work together to craft strategies that will help police and prosecutors break up these increasingly sophisticated retail theft rings. These are the networks and criminals who prey on our small businesses and large businesses and threaten the vibrancy of our communities.
And at the center of the new initiative is the state police. So joining us this morning is the superintendent of the New York State Police Department, Stephen James. So good morning to you, Superintendent. Thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me.
So let's talk about this public safety initiative. It's part of the state's $237 billion budget deal, which still hasn't been passed. So any possibility that there could be changes to it before it is passed?
I wouldn't anticipate any wholesale changes with regard to the enforcement initiative and the budget allocations. Much of that has been discussed, and fortunately, there's been a lot of support for law enforcement endeavor. I would hope that would continue. That makes all the difference.
Mm-hmm. We've been seeing these videos that are going viral, these smash and grabs. It looks organized. It looks like kids, these younger people who go in and are so brazen, thinking nothing is going to happen to them. The videos actually scare me as a paying customer. So you have a new task force to tackle that?
Yes, we've got essentially the smash and grab task force, and it's multifaceted. There's a concept with regard to the smash and grabs being at the local level. Mm-hmm. That is one step, and there's a concern. There's also the organized level. It's called organized retail theft, certainly for a reason, and that organization is to tamper down the ones who are putting the big money behind it. Mm-hmm. They're selling across the borders, across lines. So we have a multifaceted approach to attack this.
Yeah, so and it could really lead to even more serious charges, retail theft?
Yeah, fortunately, collectively with the legislature, the intent is to increase the teeth in the law to make it certainly a felony now to injure or assault a retail worker. We would hope some of those endeavors increase so that there's a greater deterrent.
Yeah, because right now it feels like there is no deterrent.
Yeah, I would say, first of all, the public is the best deterrent, right? Mm-hmm. We're the eyes and ears of law enforcement. We are out there in visual ways and ways that may not be as apparent. Technology certainly is our friend in this regard to assist us. We have various smash and grab details. We have enforcement units. We may have plainclothes details. We work in concert with the business retail establishment who have a wealth of information on individuals and this unlawful acts. We partner with them, and it's worked tremendously.
We're seeing so many stores now, like the Walgreens and CVS's, even locking everything up, making it hard for customers to go in. They're worried about their bottom line. Is this task force meant to work with those stores and guide them maybe what to do in the future with those products? Or are we going to see more products locked up or just more officers inside the stores?
Yeah, I certainly can't speak for the businesses, but I can tell you that the relationship is symbiotic. We provide them with points of information that could readily assist them, help their bottom line to stop some of the crime, whether that's how they have their security set up. Also, a part of that is some have opted to hire security, themselves. Mm-hmm. But again, the fortunate matter is they have a wealth of information. We're working in partnership with them. The technology that we have, whether there's the cameras, the light video cameras that we can place in the parking lots, we can download information. We can get information via drones, so you don't necessarily have to have officers there.
Yeah, one of the other issues that the city is dealing with are illegal pot shops. They seem to be popping up everywhere. Are the state police stepping in to help with that as well? Yeah,
and I won't speak too much to that because I anticipate there's going to be some commentary or an announcement later on, so I don't want to get ahead of that. But as it exists now, we serve as partners with the NYPD to combat the illicit pot shops. Obviously, you've got the licensing side, and then you've got the illicit, illegal side. So we are working in concert with them.
You know, we've seen the pot shops, the robberies there. We see them get violent. What's to say that the retail thefts won't get violent? Because we call it organized crime, but they're so brazen. What's stopping them from doing that? Do you anticipate that?
Well, What's going to make a significant difference is, fortunately, with the budget allocations, the governor has dedicated funding for 100 more state police personnel.
Okay.
That gives us a situation where we can be more dynamic. We work closely in partnership with local PDs as a force multiplier, and it's not just the state police. We all have to do it collectively, so I won't get into the trade secrets, so to speak, but rest assured, with personnel, with technology, and with funding, we are making substantial headway.
And talking about state police presence, it's been about a month since state police joined National Guard to help with the subway safety. How long is that partnership going to last? Are we going to continue seeing your officers in our subway system?
I won't speak to, again, the extent on the other side, but as the days, weeks, and months go by, we'll continue to be partners with NYPD, having the National Guard present. But again, I like to always refer to the technology piece. The use of technology will then free up some personnel where we don't necessarily have to have all of the human element in the subway as far as enforcing. So, but for the short term, we're going to continue our partnership.
All right.
All right.
New York State Police Superintendent Stephen James, thanks again for being with us this morning. Always appreciate it.
Thanks so much.
All right.